Good morning! How are you today? Are you ready to learn our new lesson in English? Okay! Children, what can you see in the picture? Okay, who are these people? What do we call them? We call them frontliners. That's right. Today, we will read a text. The title of the text is Frontliners by Mabel A. Fababier. Since the COVID-19 outbreak, the term frontliners has been widely used. It is heard over television and radio programs almost every day and often read in daily news articles. But what is the word all about? Who are referred to as frontliners? The frontliners can be described as persons who work in our community for a special purpose. They do essential service to people. Most of them work outside of their homes, consequently putting themselves in danger for the good of others. For example, doctors and nurses are the most important frontliners today as we face this great pandemic. Doctors heal sick people. Nurses assist the doctors. Both doctors and nurses are the frontline workers in hospitals. Soldiers, along with policemen, are frontliners too. They keep our country safe and peaceful. Farmers, as well as fishermen, are frontliners. They provide food to be served on our table. In addition, teachers are frontliners too. They encourage learners like you to do learning activities needed for your education. There are more frontliners around us. They do specific work that will be of great help for all of us. All of them help in building our nation to be a safe and healthy place to live in. Now let us answer the questions. Number 1. What is the title of the selection? A. Frontliners, B. Policeman, C. Workers, D. Soldier. Correct. Letter A. Frontliners. Number 2. Who are the frontliners mentioned? A. Policemen and soldiers, B. Fishermen and farmers, C. Nurses and doctors, D. All of them. That's right. All of them. Number 3. Who among the frontliners help children to continue their studies at home? A. Teachers, B. Doctors, C. Nurses, D. Farmers. Answer is yes, it's letter A. Teachers. Number 4. Where do doctors and nurses work? A. Hospital, B. Office, C. School, D. Bank. Correct. It's letter A. Hospital. Number 5. Which of the following does not tell why frontliners are important. A, because they do essential work for people. B, because they make our country a safe place. C, because they are powerful. D, because they can serve the country well. Very good. The answer is letter C, because they are powerful. Children, the text you have listened to, entitled Frontliners, is an example of a text. Or, to be specific, this is an example of an expository text. Our lesson for today is Module 1, identifying important details in expository text. Listen to expository text. An expository text is a form of writing in which the purpose of the author is to inform, explain, describe, or define his or her subject to the reader. Expository texts typically follow one of the five formats. These are cause and effect, compare and contrast, description, problem and solution, and sequence. The text frontliners that we have just read a while ago is an example of expository text developed by description because the writer described the topic frontliners by giving examples and listing the characteristics and describing the things that frontliners do. Descriptive expository text tell what a person or a thing is like. Its purpose is to describe and reveal the characteristics of a particular person, place, or thing. The words describe refers to, characterize, classify, and others are called signal words used for description type of text. Expository text may also follow a sequence. To list items or events, you use numerical or chronological order. You write to describe a series of events or a process in some sort of order. Usually, this order is based on time or importance. Here is an example. The title of the expository text is Simple Steps on How to Review for a Test. Do you have a good study habit? Do you review for a test? Here are some pointers to follow when you review. First, make a schedule for your review. Then, gather all the materials you need like your textbooks, notebooks, and photocopies of your modules. Third, read quickly for specific details in your modules and make sure to note important words. Next, organize and write all the important concepts in your notebooks, which would serve as your reviewer. Finally, go over your notes, read, understand, and remember them well. Following these pointers, you are now ready for the test. Now look at the underlined words. The words first, second, third, next, and finally are signal words used to introduce the steps in a process or a sequence of event. An expository text may also be developed through comparison and contrast. To compare means to look for similarities. Words like both, similar, also, same, as well as, and to may be used. On the other hand, to contrast something means to look for differences. Contrasting words such as however, in contrast, differ, different, but, yet, while, on the other hand, although, and dissimilar may be used. Now here is an example. The Farmer and the Fisherman by Benjer A. Sampilo. Roy and Lino are best friends, but they live in different places. Roy lives in a farm. He is a farmer. He plants rice, fruit-bearing trees, vegetables, and other root crops. On the other hand, Lino is a fisherman. He lives near the shore. He catches fishes, seashells, and seaweeds. Both sell their products in the market. They are really hardworking to earn money for their families. They are also role models to their neighbors, and most of all, they are God-fearing. Now try to answer the guide questions. First, how are Roy and Lino similar? How are they different from each other? Okay, both sell their products in the market. Both are hardworking, role models, and God-fearing. Roy is a farmer, Lino is a fisherman. What words are used to signal comparison? That's right, both and also. Number 3. What words are used to signal contrast? Correct. We use on the other hand. Another expository text type is cause and effect. The cause is the reason that makes the other things happen. It explains why something happens. The effect describes what happened or the results. Signal words like because, since, therefore, so that, and if, then may be used to signal cause and effect relationship. Here is an example. Garry reads and answers his modules every day. He tries to understand the activities given and answer them. He asks his parents questions whenever he does not understand the lessons. He reads his books too. Garry has good study habits. As a result, he gets high scores in the different written activities. Due to his good study habits, he is always on top of his class. Being an honor student makes his parents proud of him. The signal words used are as a result and due. The last type of expository text is problem solution. In this form, the author states the problem first, then lists one or more possible solutions to the problem. Words like the problem is, because, so that, and others are used to signal problem solution structure. Here is an example. Linda, a grade 2 pupil, has a problem in reading. She is a struggling reader in English. She seldom volunteers to read in front of the class because she cannot read fluently compared to her other classmates. Miss Reyes, a reading teacher, patiently teaches Linda how to read the words correctly after class dismissal in the afternoon. She guides Linda on how to pronounce the sound of each letter of the alphabet and blend these sounds to form a word. She regularly gives Linda reading exercises before going home and asks Linda's parents to monitor her reading progress at home. She also conducts home visits every Saturday. For a month, these have been the routine for Linda and her teacher. And to everybody's surprise, Linda can now read well and she has developed love for reading. As we can see, the first paragraph tells us about the problem. The second paragraph is the solution. And the last paragraph is the outcome. Class, what are again the 5 types of expository texts? Can you recall? Great, yes, description. What else? Sequence, compare and contrast, cause and effect, problem and solution. Now, class, do this activity. Listen carefully as I read to you the paragraph, then answer the questions that follow. Are you ready? Okay, the title of the paragraph is Eating Nutritious Foods. We are strong and healthy because we eat nutritious foods. Fruits and vegetables are examples of nutritious foods. These are rich in vitamins and minerals which protect us against cancer, diabetes, hypertension, and other diseases. Meat and eggs are also nutritious. They build and repair our bones and muscles because they are rich in protein. Now answer these questions. Number 1. What do we eat to become strong and healthy? A. Oily foods. B. Fatty foods. C. Sugary foods. D. Nutritious foods. Very good. It's letter D. Nutritious foods. Number 2. What do fruits and vegetables contain? A. Vitamins only. B. Minerals only. C. Vitamins and minerals. D. Protein. That's right. Letter C. Vitamins and minerals. Number 3. Based on the text, which foods are rich in protein? A. Fruits. B. Meat and eggs. C. Vegetables. D. All of them. Correct. It's letter B. Meat and eggs. Number 4. Based on the text, what signal word is used to indicate the cause? A. If. B. Because. C. Therefore. D. As a result. That's right. B. Because. Number 5. What type of expository text is the paragraph? A. Description. B. Cause and effect. C. Sequence. D. Comparison and contrast. Yes, letter B. Cause and effect. Did you get all the answers? Good job! If you like this video lesson, click like. If you are new to my channel, click subscribe. Thank you!